I've got the absolute pleasure of sitting down with vengeurR today ahead of his matchup this weekend. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I kind of want to talk about your match last week. It was actually your first loss of this stage, with the two maps you lost being 3 frags to 4. Can you kind of talk us through this match, what issues you faced, and what you're looking to improve this week?
Yeah, I was actually surprised because I think I played really well, even compared to the last few matches I had, like especially against CNZ. I didn't feel I played that good. So I actually felt I played better against Cypher than against CNZ. It's just that his play style and the way things just went in his favor. And I just think about my game and now I can improve and I will try to do my best as always. So he played really good, so fair enough for him to be able to take the victory at the end.
Yeah, and of course this week you're going to be going up against Avec, who we've kind of seen bring some new form to the QPL. He only narrowly lost out to Kilson last week. How have you kind of been preparing for this matchup, and how are you feeling coming into it?
So it's actually funny because I never play against Avec. I had never the opportunity to actually play against him that much. I played him only 2 times, I think. So it's actually really weird because I don't know him really well. But I'm gonna approach as always. I'm gonna always try to win 3-0. I don't want to lose any map, of course. And I think he has been improving, especially because he has new hardware now. So he has got new monitor and new stuff. So I think that's the main thing. Because he used to play on a really bad PC and so on. So now he has the opportunity to actually perform the same as he will be on LAN. So it's a really dangerous opponent. But I'll just try to play my best.
Yeah, that's really interesting that you brought up the fact that you haven't really played against him too much. Does that kind of change your preparations coming into a match compared to a player that you know a bit better and you have a bit more history with?
Well, of course, if I'm playing, for example, against Kilson, I played him 20 times already in the past year, so I already know what maps and so on. But against Avec, for example, it's just different, because I don't know what exact matchup we're gonna play and so on. But there is the surprise factor, so it's gonna be fun at least.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how it goes down. Kind of mentioning players that you know quite a lot about. Obviously, your teammate Razy, you're still due to play each other again this stage. How do you kind of approach a game against him, considering you practice together and you know each other so well?
Well, it's actually interesting question because we always try to separate when we are practicing from the actual tournaments, so it's just gonna be different because when you're practicing you pay attention to such stuff and to some other stuff you just don't pay attention, you just go on and play. But when you're in tournaments it's just the mindset that changes, so practice doesn't really matter that much. It's only a way to get into shape because when you are actually playing a competition it's completely different. So I think both of us are going to play for the win no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we were kind of talking about it a little bit before we came into this interview, obviously the current situation in the world, and QPL's obviously had to take the new form to entirely online. Do you feel like this has kind of benefited you in any way, or has it kind of hindered you maybe?
I mean, I always try to play the same as I will be on LAN, so I think that's the only difference is that maybe someone is not since it's not on LAN, maybe someone is not practicing as seriously. So I just take advantage of this because I always try to be the best. No matter if it's online or on LAN, I always try to play perfect as much as I can. So I think it's all in the mind of the players. There is gonna be ping difference, of course, that's completely normal, but you can try to practice against that and try to get the best out of it anyway.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, yourself as a player, you kind of seem to be bouncing between top 6 and top 4 quite regularly. What do you feel that you need to do to secure that top 4 position going into the finals?
Well, I think at this level now that I reached, this constant being able to make top 4, I think the next step is to just be more confident in myself. I think that's the biggest part about Quake, and when you're able to be confident into a game and you know that you can win, it's just completely different. No matter what your skill level is, no matter who is your opponent, if you think you're gonna win, no matter the name of the player and the history, and maybe, I don't know, this guy won 15 world titles, for example, if you are able to go into that match and you think you're gonna win, there is no one stopping you anyway. So.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to speak to you as always, and best of luck in this weekend's match.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.